Good afternoon, everybody. As the voice of God says, I'm Dave DeCap. I'm on the GIA board and also the Senior Vice President of Marketing for Farmers Mutual Hail. Farmers Mutual Hail is based right here in West Des Moines, and super proud to be a founding investor in the GIA. But I'm not here for that. I'm here to introduce Jim Sherlock. Jim is the CTO for Cybercade, don't kill me if I get this wrong, Jim, a platform for cyber assessment, awareness, and determining risk in a learning environment. He's going to tell you all about that anyway, right? And he's going to do a fantastic job. Because what I really want to say is, after working with Jim for 100 plus some odd days, just his passion, his commitment, his passion first and foremost, because it drives everything else, his commitment to what he's doing, and bottom line, just his willingness to roll up his sleeves and tackle a major problem in our industry and hopefully make that problem a little bit smaller. So if you would you please stand and join me in welcoming Jim to the stage.
Thank you, Dave. Let's do it. Good. Good afternoon, Des Moines. I'm Jim Sherlock, co-founder of Cybercade, and I make games. Specifically making games that help motivate, measure, and manage human cyber risk in companies. And I need my clicker. I haven't always been a game developer, though. In fact, my prior job to this, I was responsible for protecting and safeguarding hundreds of millions of student records for a large, giant education global company. In addition, I was in charge of managing the tests themselves. So you can understand, like, being the single neck to choke in that environment gave me lots of things to worry about, lots of things to keep me up at night. But I'm a tech nerd, so I didn't really worry about the tech because I had super smart engineers that could handle that. I worried about the people. I worried about Lance, and I changed the name to protect the innocent. Lance is a prolific clicker of links. Lance loves $25 Amazon gift cards. Lance has a tendency to overshare on social media. Lance also has administrative access to the entire database, student database for the state of Texas. I worried about Lance. And for good reason. In 2023 alone, 3 out of every 4 data breaches that resulted in a claim were the direct result of the human element. In fact, just in the first quarter alone in 2024, there have been 841 publicly disclosed data breaches. That is a 90% increase in that same quarter in 2023. And 2 out of every 3 small and medium-sized businesses fold within 2 years after experiencing a data breach. And I've got some news for you. It's not getting any better. Those same tools that we love to use to increase our productivity in the office, ChatGPT, large language models, are being used by the bad actors. So no longer are we able to use our last remaining superpower as humans to detect the Nigerian email scam because it won't look or smell like a Nigerian email scam. So 3 out of every 4 data breaches are the result of the human. What are we doing about it? I'll tell you what we're doing about it. We're doing training. We call it security awareness training. We get it every year. Sometimes it's in October because that's security awareness month. It's a spooky month. You watch a video, right? Maybe you minimize the video so you can get your work done. You move it to screen number 2. You try to fast forward through it. You take a quiz at the end, and then you pass it. Yeah. And maybe some progressive companies are even phishing their employees, and they'll send them emails quarterly. And then when they click on the phishing link for the $25 gift card, the employee gets slapped on the hand, and then they go to phishing jail, and they have to take more training. And rinse and repeat. It's not working. We need a new approach. And we need a superhero team to help us improve, and that's what we've assembled at Cybercade. My co-founders are subject matter experts in cybersecurity, ed tech, in gaming, built some of the biggest games on the planet, and in business development. And we have built a games-based learning platform for the workforce to help upskill cyber in the human element. So this is, well, it's Lance. Lance made an appearance in our game, right? There's Lance, and in this scene, this is a scene in our MVP game, we ask the participants to identify objects on the desk that present a risk because of their sensitive nature, things that should probably not be out in the open. Lance also collects ceramic puppies. I'm not sure why, but they're there. And then we ask players to make decisions throughout the game, and we're observing them using the same in-game analytics that the big video games are using to understand a player profile. We build a player risk profile based on how well they're performing in-game. Our platform also contains elements of gamification. We know that gamification works, right? Like 550 million people play Candy Crush every single month. Duolingo, an extremely popular game from Pittsburgh. There are streaks and badges, like you don't want to ruin your streak, right? We know gamification works, so we've built those into our platform. We have leaderboards, we have badges, we have other mechanisms of gamification to increase engagement and keep people interested in learning about cybersecurity. We are so excited to announce our pilot that has kicked off. In cooperation with the wonderful Tippie College of Business and the Vaughn Institute of Risk Management, who are driving the analysis of our study, we have partnered with 3 Iowa companies in our 3 target market sectors, that is healthcare, education, and ice cream, and manufacturing. So the good folks at Mercy, Kirkwood, and Blue Bunny are taking our training. They're using our game-based approach to train. Well, I should say half of them are. The other half are getting traditional training, and then we're going to fish the entire population, and we'll measure the efficacy of our methodology of delivering cybersecurity training. That's exciting, right? I call that the better mousetrap phase, because security awareness training already exists. We're just improving upon it. But when we kind of started looking at what we could get from in-game behavior, something really magical happened. Gaming is an extremely powerful conduit for observing human behavior. And we said, wow, I wonder what else we can learn about human risk behavior through our platform. And we started asking, well, what if we add to it results from like phishing, right? Okay, we'll have phishing component in our game. Okay, that'll help us develop a little bit better risk. But then what if we add elements that we know from like their HR system, their job title, their level of data access, how long they've been at an organization? Now I get a better picture of their risk. And what if we use the same information that the bad actors are using to help inform who are the highest risk individuals in an organization? So leaked credentials on the dark web, social media footprint, like all of these things the bad actors are using, we're just using them as a canary in the coal mine to help us develop a human risk score. And when we have that, we can roll that up at the department level, and we can roll it up at an organizational level, and now what we've built is the equivalent of a FICO score for human risk, right? We have now a way to quantify human risk in an organization, and those that bear the risk in the insurance space now finally will have a measuring stick to measure the efficacy of security awareness training in an organization. We are super, super excited about this, and we are looking for 2 cyber insurance carriers with whom we can partner to vet our methodology, as well as we're Cybercade, not Cyber Game, so we need to build the arcade. We need some strategic investors to help us bring this to market. Humans need Cybercade, and Cybercade needs you to help us make this happen. Thanks.